All right, welcome to episode 61 of the Ridiculously Lame Wrestling Show. I am Robert Lentini, and we're going to be going over the December 6th episode of SmackDown from Minnesota. First episode of SmackDown following Survivor Series. Another good show. Some big storyline developments heading into Saturday night's main event next weekend. And we got new champions crowned tonight. I did not expect to see new champions at all. It's an unadvertised match, and in the end, it turned out to be. So we'll get to that too. But let's start off with the opening segment of SmackDown. Undisputed WWE champion Cody Rhodes comes down to the ring. He's defending this title against Kevin Owens at Saturday night's main event next weekend. He's about to talk some shit about Kevin Owens, but Chad Gable interrupts out of nowhere. They have this transfer portal or transfer window thing. College football is doing this transfer portal, so I guess that's what WWE is doing now. So with the WWE draft around the corner, some stars can transfer now. I'll just get this out of the way now. Dominic Mysterio was spotted talking to Nick Aldis backstage. Maybe he's going to be one of the people that transfers. Maybe he's sick of the Judgment Day. There's some interesting things they could do with this transfer window here. But with that being said, Chad Gable said he was talking to Nick Aldis about possibly transferring to SmackDown, and he used to look up to Cody Rhodes, but now he's he thinks he's a hypocrite. He thinks he was a bad friend to Kevin Owens. He agrees with Kevin Owens' problems with him, and thinks Rhodes deserves everything that's coming to him at Saturday night's main event. Rhodes said, well, you know what, why don't we just have a match tonight? I'm not in any mood for what Kevin Owens has put me through, so let's have a match tonight. I'll go talk to Nick Aldis and make it official. That was tonight's main event. We'll get to that later. But good opening promo. American Made, I hate this faction. It just says American Made feels cobbled together, and the Creed brothers don't feel that important. Ivy Nile is just there. I feel like they missed the boat. They dropped the ball with Chad Gable and Otis and the Alpha Academy. They had something special there, and they had something special with Chad Gable and Gunther, and they just never really capitalized on it. But at least he's in the main event tonight. Next up is the Women's United States Championship Tournament match. Tiffany Stratton, the hometown hero, against Naomi and Elektra Lopez. Elektra Lopez, I don't remember the last time her wrestling a match. This was like Katana Chance in the Women's Intercontinental Championship Tournament on Raw. Never in a million years do I think Katana Chance is going to be the Women's Intercontinental Champion. Never in a million years did I think Elektra Lopez is winning this match. She gets pinned by Tiffany Stratton. She hits the moonsault on Elektra Lopez for the victory. So it's Tiffany Stratton versus Bayley versus Minchin and Mia Yim and versus Chelsea Green. Fatal four-way for the Women's United States Championship at Saturday night's main event. Who's going to be the inaugural champion? I'll do a predictions video for Saturday night's main event next week. But I want to see Chelsea Green win this title. Tiffany Stratton doesn't need it. She can still cash in on the WWE Women's Championship anytime she wants, or the Women's World Championship anytime she wants. She's the Women's Money in the Bank holder. She won that match. Still hasn't cashed in, so she doesn't need this title. I would have no problem with her winning it, but Chelsea Green's never won a singles title, neither has Mia Yim, so I'd like to see that. And Tiffany Stratton has a guaranteed title shot in her back pocket, so there's no reason for her to win it. But she qualified for the finals by winning this match tonight. Bianca Belair, she's holding her ribs. She's just nursing her injuries from War Games. It didn't prevent her from doing just incredible feats of strength tonight, but she faced Piper Niven in a singles match. Chelsea Green was ringside. Still no updates on Jade Cargill. Still have no idea who attacked her. Would like to know. It's just like conflicting reports whether she's had an actual injury in real life or not, so it's just a weird story. But she was attacked before Survivor Series and replaced by Bayley, and that's it. We don't know anything else. We don't know what's going on with the Women's Tag Team Championships. I thought they might be vacating them. I don't know what's going on. There hasn't been any updates on that front, but it was Belair versus Piper Niven tonight. Obviously, Belair wins. Niven never wins a match. Niven is so much better than they book her. It's just frustrating, but obviously you don't have her you don't have Piper Niven defeat Bianca Belair, but this match was all right. The best moment of the match was Belair hitting the KOD, much like she did with like Nia Jax. It was off the turnbuckle, so she had some assistance getting her up, but she walked across the ring and hit the KOD for the pinfall victory. Impressive. Bianca, there's only one Bianca Belair. She's one of the best female talents in professional wrestling, if not the best when it comes to athleticism. Rhea Ripley might have more star power right now, but Bianca Belair is a freak athlete, and she continues to prove it on a weekly basis. And we got LA Knight promo. He interrupted Shinsuke Nakamura. Nakamura defeated LA Knight to become the United States champion at Survivor Series. A prediction I totally got wrong. Did not see that coming in a million years. I wanted Knight to have a elongated run, and if he was going to lose the title, lose it by turning heel, like in the process. We didn't get that. We got Nakamura just using the mist and Kinshasa and winning. And Knight interrupted Nakamura tonight. He said, I'm wearing my LA Knight mist-proof glasses. He just had sunglasses on, and he wanted to just beat the shit out of Nakamura, but Andrade showed up out of nowhere. Andrade said he has unfinished business with Shinsuke Nakamura. Knight said, look, when I'm finished beating his ass, you can have him. When I get my title back, he's all yours, but I'm in the middle of something here. And the Bloodline shows up. They attack Knight and Andrade, beat them down. They look at Nakamura, give him a warning. He backs away. For the old show format, a get well soon of the week here, Tonga Loa, torn bicep. That guy has had a hell of a run in WWE with botches galore, and now he's got a torn bicep. That's not funny at all. I feel bad for him. Get well soon to Tonga Loa, but the Bloodline just lost Bronson Reed to, I think he hurt both of his ankles. I don't know what the official injury is, but he's going to be out for a while, and Tonga Loa. So the Bloodline is just Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, and Jacob Fatu right now. Solo Sikoa cuts a promo. This guy, his improvements on the microphone in the past year are incredible. He's an incredible promo now. I never in a million years thought I would be saying that about Solo Sikoa. I was worried about him when they started this storyline. I was glad that Heyman was there to kind of serve as the mouthpiece. But he's found his own. He's found his personality. He's a total complete package now as a character, is Solo Sikoa. Just wildly impressed with him. But he's just saying, I know you guys think the Bloodline's weak because I lost 2 of my soldiers and I got pinned by Roman Reigns. We're not weak, and we'll beat anybody who gets in our way. Anybody who crosses us will wind up like LA Knight and Andrade. So this is a cool segment. Nice promo. I don't know what maybe Jacob Fatu going for the United States Championship. I don't know what their involvement in the U.S. title scene will be, but there was no Roman Reigns on this show, so that was it for the Bloodline developments this week on SmackDown. Then we got a wild title change I did not see coming in a million years, because how could you? It was supposed to be the Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, defending against the Street Profits, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins. That was the advertised title match for tonight. It was reported earlier today. It wasn't really even advertised. It was just said, oh, that title match is happening tonight. Well, it didn't happen tonight because the Street Profits were attacked backstage. Leading up into this match, the Street Profits have already had a title shot, but it was foiled by Tommaso Ciampa on the November 15th episode of SmackDown. He's just fuming. He's been pissed off for a month now about not having the titles. Johnny Gargano being too friendly with Motor City Machine Guns. You know, he cares about their friendship more than the WWE Tag Team Championships. So after the Street Profits are attacked, Johnny Gargano shows up and says the Motor City Machine Guns are talking to Nick Aldis. Gargano interrupts and says, hey, we can have a title match tonight. Put me and Ciampa in the match. We'll solve all our problems. Ciampa won't be angry anymore. Just put me in the match. And Nick Aldis is like, I don't want to do that. Motor City Machine Gun said, hey, if you guys want the match, we'll give you the title match tonight. Aldis said, all right, fine. We'll make it official. Don't make me regret it. So later on in the show, they finally have this match in the show. It looks like Ciampa and Gargano are going to split because Ciampa's just shitting on Gargano the entire match. You know, you're not doing enough offense. He keeps tagging him out. What are you doing? You're not just shouting at him. Gargano can't breathe right in Ciampa's eyes during this match. He's just shouting at him the entire time. Then Ciampa goes to grab a chair because they're screaming at each other, and the referee's just like, what's going on here? Totally distracted by Ciampa. Gargano hits Sabin with a low blow. Shelley's climbing to the top rope at the time he sees this. The whole thing breaks down, and then DIY winds up taking advantage of this and hits the meat in the middle on Sabin, I believe, for the pinfall victory. So out of nowhere, Motor City Machine Guns won the tag team titles last month from the Bloodline, and out of nowhere, they lose it to DIY. I guess it's not out of nowhere. The seeds have been planted for months. But I thought the seeds were planting for the DIY to break up. And no, it's for them to be heel champions, and that's what I wanted. I wanted them to be the main adversaries for Motor City Machine Guns as heels, and that's what we got, because Gargano without Ciampa on the main roster doesn't work for me. I think Ciampa is great, but DIY as heel WWE Tag Team Champions, Motor City Machine Guns got good reaction tonight, so they can get, now they're on the chase. They had that random title reign that was cool to see, because they've been in the industry for so long. They finally signed by WWE and become champions right away. That was very cool. But this is more interesting now that they're on the chase. And was DIY, was Ciampa and Gargano the ones who attacked the Street Profits? It sure seems like it. So the Street Profits now have something to be pissed off about, and they deserve to be champions. They've been just running in place forever with that bullshit Lashley faction that went nowhere, the Pride or whatever that was called. They deserve a good storyline. It looks like they're going to be getting that too, even though we're supposed to have a title match tonight. The bigger picture, they're going to be involved in a good storyline and chasing those titles. And DIY, once again, feels important. These are Triple H's guys, and he's doing right by them on the main roster. So this is a well done swerve, completely caught me off guard, and I'm interested in the tag team division on SmackDown. I cannot say the same for Raw and the Judgment Day and the War Raiders and that shit. They need to fix the tag team division on Raw, but they got it going on SmackDown after tonight. And then we get to my favorite part of the show, without question. Kevin Owens. His descent into badness has been my favorite part of SmackDown. One of my favorite parts of SmackDown. The Bloodline stuff has been excellent. But Kevin Owens just slowly losing his mind after losing to Cody Rhodes at Bash in Berlin. Pile driving Randy Orton. We haven't seen Randy Orton since last month. He was taken out of the arena in an ambulance because Kevin Owens hit him with a pile driver. Cody Rhodes is out for revenge. He will be defending his title, the undisputed WWE Championship, against Kevin Owens at Saturday night's main event. And Owens was set for a sit-down interview with Michael Cole tonight. They had a room set up, according to Michael Cole, and everything. But that didn't happen. Kevin Owens drove to the arena, the Target Center in Minnesota, in a rental car, but didn't want to drive into the arena. So Michael Cole had to meet him in the parking lot, and Cole was going to interview him outside, but it was freezing, and Kevin Owens said, "Hey, I got the cars at a nice 68 toasty degrees in here. Come on in." So Michael Cole awkwardly sits in the car. They got a camera set up on the windshield, and Owens is just ranting about how, everybody's against him. Michael Cole's like, "Look, man, you got to look in the mirror. Just take a look in the mirror. You're the one that's caused all this. You're the one that's doing all this." And Owens is like, "I'm the one. You were on commentary when Roman Reigns tried to end my life and my career several times. And now Cody Rhodes just teams up with him. Get out of here. Get out of my rental car immediately." So Cole gets up and he goes to walk away. And Kevin Owens goes, wait, Michael, wait a minute. And Cole turns around. He goes, "Are you going to apologize?" And instead of apologizing, Kevin Owens just rolls the window up slowly in Cole's face. You have to see it. It's subtle. It's great. It's perfect. And Kevin Owens is just brilliant in this role. Kevin Owens is miles better as a heel and having fun with it. It's just, he's perfect as a guy losing his mind. I thought he could even pull off. He made the Ezekiel angle with, Elias a couple years ago work, just because of his work on the microphone. And this was just a great segment. I just thought him calling Michael Cole back, "Hey, Michael, come back here for a second," just to roll the window up in his face was just an ultimate FU great moment. And then Cody Rhodes versus Chad Gable was the main event. I'm not going to go over this move by move. I will just say it was great. American made, but ringside, Ivy Nile gets involved. She's for a distraction. Chad Gable capitalized with the dragon screw. He's working on Rhodes' ankle the whole match. Rhodes is selling an ankle injury ahead of Saturday night's main event. Gable gets Rhodes' boot off. He locks in the ankle lock, but Rhodes escapes. Rhodes hits a Cody cutter from the top rope. Julius Creed pulls Chad Gable out of the ring so the referee can't go for the cover. Jessica Carr was the referee for this match. She kicks American Made out from ringside. Brutus Creed throws an epic tantrum. Guy is an absolute madman. It was hilarious. Just losing his fucking mind. I appreciated the performance by Brutus Creed tonight. But this was the end for Gable here because he didn't have his crew with him, couldn't have any more distractions. Eventually, after 3 attempts, Chad Gable reversed 3 attempts. He had a German suplex out of one of them. He just kept escaping from the crossroads. But after the 3rd time, Rhodes finally hit it for the pinfall victory. He's celebrating in the ring. They showed Kevin Owens driving out of the arena earlier in the night, but he was somehow back. He must have turned around, came back into the arena, and attacked Cody Rhodes while his boot was off, stomped on the injured foot a couple times, but Rhodes battled back. Security showed up. Nick Aldis showed up. They can't separate them. They keep jumping onto each other, brawling. That's how SmackDown goes off the air, with security desperately trying to separate Rhodes and Owens against the barricade as they're just throwing haymakers at each other. I'm into this storyline. You got to believe that Randy Orton's going to be showing up at Saturday night's main event, maybe to attack Kevin Owens. Who knows? Maybe Orton's going to be turning heel too. Maybe Owens' attack awakened something in him. But I still think that we're somehow getting to Rhodes, Owens, and Orton triple threat at probably Royal Rumble. But that's where I think this is heading. But I'm very excited for the match between Rhodes and Owens at Saturday night's main event. I do not envision Kevin Owens winning the title, but I've enjoyed the storyline, and I've really enjoyed Kevin Owens' portrayal of a man losing his mind. I think he's doing an expert job of that. But that is it for this week's SmackDown review. Thank you so much for watching. If you have not subscribed, please do so, and we'll catch you guys on the Raw review on Monday. Thanks for watching.